Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing good. So, children, today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter number 12, endocrine system. And within 2 days, I will send you the question answer of the nervous system chapter also. Okay, so have patience. Now, children, as you all know, we are multicellular organism, and our body is highly complex and it needs to be regulated. And because there are so many activities are going on, and they are going on at different timing, they need a proper timing and correct sequence for the normal functioning of our body. For that, our body has different systems, and the for the proper control and coordination of our body, we have broadly two main systems. First one is nervous system, that I have already explained you all know very well about it, and the next system is endocrine system. So both the system coordinated, synchronize with each other nicely, and help each other so that our body can easily coordinate and do all the activities. So this is about endocrine system. What is endocrine system now, children? So in our body there are different types of glands. There are basically 7 glands that is found in our body. 6 glands, 6 and 7 glands. So here you can see 4 are, as you can see here, numbering: adrenal gland, pancreas, thyroid gland and pituitary gland. These 7 are given in your book, but headings are given, but these 4 will come in your syllabus. Okay, so small part, introductory part, I have already explained you in the class 8. Here it is the advanced version, okay, in the class 9, sorry, in the class 10. Then children, first today I am going to explain you the adrenal gland. So these gland, what they do? So these gland, they secrete the hormones. Hormones are basically a chemical regulators. Okay, they are the chemical regulators which are made up of carbohydrate, protein, fat, such nutrients only. And what they do, they trigger our different organs so that they can perform well. Like we have the thyroid gland. So thyroid gland secrete the thyroxine hormone. So thyroxine, what thyroxine do? Thyroxine can easily help to promote our growth, tissue metabolism, our differentiation, and it protects our body from goiter disease. You all know goiter disease. The same way there is a pituitary gland. Pituitary gland present is here. It is a master gland near a hypothalamus. It is present, and it produces so many hormones, and the one of the hormone is growth hormone, which promote the growth in the human body. So if our body is not secreting enough growth hormones, so the person will be short only. The same way, these hormones and chemicals are very important. So adrenal gland secrete the adrenaline, which is the emergency hormone. So whenever we feel excited, sad, whenever we are in pain or stress, it secrete the adrenaline. Same as pancreas secrete the insulin, and you all know that insulin allow our cells to absorb the glucose, to utilize the glucose, and then you to convert it into a glycogen. So it will regulate the glucose level. This insulin regulate the glucose level in our body. So the same way, different glands, they secrete different hormones, and their function is specific. But it doesn't mean that all the time these glands are secreting these hormones, specific hormones. Whenever our body need it, then only they secrete it in the high amount. Otherwise they will secrete in the very low amount. So this I hope you all got the idea. Then here few others are given, like here you can see testes. They are present in the males only. That's why I said that 6 is there. and ovaries present in the females only. So from this diagram you can easily understand this butterfly like gland is thyroid gland. Now as I said, the chemicals are called hormones, and this is the picture of the pituitary gland. Now what is the need for the regulation of this body activity? So the need is, as I said, our body is our body is performing different complex processes, metabolism and others. So these hormones play a very important role. Like children, as it is written, as I explained you in the 9th class, that these gases, all these gastric juices, bile and pancreatic juice, it helps in the digestive system. Okay, so it should be poured into the food canal. So these gastric juices, bile and pancreatic juice, it goes into the stomach. Gastric juices secreted by stomach only. So it secretes in very less quantity. If food is not there, food is our stomach is empty, there is no food. Okay, but if food is there, then only it will secrete in high amount, so that it will act upon on the food and perform the digestion process. So it should be poured into the food canal only when there is a food in it. So like this, all other hormones are like this, all other glands are like this. Okay, whenever our food, our body needs it, requirement is there, then only it will secrete in the higher amount, otherwise it will secrete in the very low amount at slow process. So this there is one table is given, 12.1. you can see they are showing how hormone control and how nervous system control. So hormonal control is slow because it is secreting slowly, and it is immediate, it is rapidly. Okay, then it transmitted chemically, it directly, they do not need any that ducts, they directly absorbs into the or pass into the blood, our blood. Okay, so that it can transfer from throughout the body. Same way it transmitted, we all know nerve impulses, so in the form of, by making the synapses between the two nerves, they can easily transmit the impulses. Third point is, it affects different organ. So it affects different organ. For example, pituitary gland is the master gland, and it secretes so many, more than 6, more than 8 hormones, and it send these hormones to the different target organs, so that it can perform their functions. Now it affects only particular muscles or glands. So we all know reflex action. So if we need to withdraw our hand when we touch the heated object, then only we will withdraw it. Okay, then it is a short term or long lasting, but it is a short lived. It can affect growth, as I said, that growth hormone which is secreted by our that pituitary gland. Okay, if it will be secrete in the sufficient quantity, then only person will get the good height, good growth. Otherwise the growth will suppress. It cannot affect the growth. There is no that it doesn't belong to any growth. Okay, it only this nervous system only send the impulses and coordinates the other system. So now it can bring about specific chemical chain and regulate metabolism. So metabolism of carbohydrate, protein, fats, all is done by these hormones or controlled by these hormones specifically. Now it doesn't regulate metabolism, cannot be modified by learning. So in the nervous system I have explained you, we know the conditioned reflex and all, but here we don't want this any kind of this learning or any previous experiences. We don't, in the hormonal control do not require that, but nervous control require that. Remember autonomic nervous system, parasympathetic, sympathetic, for that we need learning and all, reflex action, conditioned reflex, such things. So both the chapters, both these nervous control and hormonal control is interrelated, and both are very important for the proper control and coordination of our body. Now next topic is, as I said, that these hormones are the secretions. These hormones are the secretions from the specific cells. They secrete from the specific cells and then they diffuse into the blood so that it can affect the target organ and then it will work. So hormones are secreted by special glands, and these are called endocrine. Endo means inside, and crine means secrete internally. Okay, so they are ductless, they do not need pipes, and simply these secretion, remember this line, you can underline in your book, that secretion are poured directly into the blood. So you can underline these bold sentence, and not through any special ducts. So they simply diffuse into the blood. Now these hormones are produced from glands, as we all know, alright, and they all have the different specific functions. So their functions are different, and they go to their target organ, like stomach, duodenum, and they helps in the functioning of these organs. Now endocrine system, what is all about? So as I said, the same thing they are saying, it bring out common function of chemical coordination, because these hormones are chemical. So endocrine gland secretes certain chemicals called hormones, and these chemicals are made up of these nutrients only, carbohydrate, fats, and such things. Now what are the general properties of the hormones? So first is, as I said, it directly pour into the blood. So it do not need any medium, it directly pour into the blood. This is one of the property. Second property is they regulate the physiological process by chemical means. Okay, so as you know, different enzymes in the digestive enzyme from the class 9, children, that different enzymes, they perform different for the metabolism. Like for example, salivary amylase. Salivary amylase is the enzyme which is specifically designed into our body, specifically function so that it can digest starch into maltose and glucose. So the same way, specific enzyme perform the specific function by these chemicals. So specific hormone is also there which perform the specific function. Remember this thing. Next is, so they regulate the this specific chemical means. Now they act on target organ. As I said that insulin is what is the use? That insulin secreted by the pancreas, and then it regulate or control the or absorbs the blood or make the cells to absorb the blood sugar, so that our body will be get the enough blood sugar, not high, not low. Okay, so they target they act as on a target organ. Okay, and the cells in detail I will explain you how it works when I will just explain you. This is the introductory part. Now hormones produced in one species usually similar influence. For example, growth hormones in all the individual growth hormones, the function is the same. They regulate the growth of the body, growth of the person, growth of the species. Okay, like the same as I said, that they are produced in very small quantities and they are very biological active. So for example, adrenaline is active even in the concentration of this one part, in this much part. Okay, so you can see, so it is very active. Now next one is chemically such hormones are peptides. Okay, so as I said, these are the made up of carbohydrate, proteins and fat. And from where we are getting peptides? Peptides are basically when pepsin enzyme break down the protein into the polypeptides and peptides. Okay, so this protein, this peptides, it contains the peptides, amino acids, amines, other steroids. These are the composition of these hormones. Now their axis means hyper means high, or you can see over. So children, you should remember these terms. Hyper secretion and over secretion means when our body is secreting these hormones in high amount, so that is called axis. And when our body secreting it very low amount, deficiency, you know, low amount. So that in that case we are using hypo secretion term and under secretion term, because you know further they can ask you in the question that hypo secretion of this adrenal gland causes which disease and hyper causes which disease. So you should remember these: hyper secretion, over secretion means high, and hypo and under secretion means low. And they both is very dangerous because they cause diseases. So it is causing or lead to serious consequences. So our body should secrete a sufficient that chemical or hormones, not high, not low. Okay, as we all know that now we should not overeat, we should not under eat. Okay, so we should at that balanced diet we should take at normal level. Now hormones are not stored in the body, and are excreted from the system. So they are, I told you, they all the time they are secreting in low quantity, sometimes in our high quantity based on our requirement, body requirement, and then they are just excreted from the system. Okay, so it doesn't mean that, like, you know, it will stored into our body, it will never store. So all these, there are 8 points are given, all are the properties of hormones. Now as you can see here that children, there are 7 are given. Okay, so adrenal, pituitary, thyroid and pituitary, these 4 are there in bold letters word. You can see they are in your syllabus. Okay, in the class 10. These last 3 you will learn in the higher classes, 11th, 12th and further. So we shall try to explain that you should know the location of these glands and their major function. So I told you in the diagram that where adrenal is present, where thyroid is present, where pancreas is present, where pituitary is present. Pituitary gland is the master gland. It controls all other glands also. How, that I will explain you later in the next video. So here you can see adrenal gland, pancreas, thyroid and pituitary. So in the class 10 syllabus, you want to know where is the location, what is the function, which hormones they secrete, like this. So today just come to the adrenal gland now. So you can see the adrenal gland are like cap on the top of each kidney. You can see in this picture, they are just, this is the kidney, we have the pair of kidney. You can see this kidney in structure. So on the cap of this kidney, adrenal gland is present. So you can see this yellow part, this is the adrenal gland. Here enlarged picture is given. Okay, so cross section is given. So, and one more thing you should remember children, that whenever you found the renal word, RENAL, renal word, okay, so renal is related to the kidney. Alright, so this adrenal gland, it is divided into 2 parts, medulla and cortex, as you can see in the picture. Medulla means inner part, the central part, and cortex means outside part, and both these parts secrete the different hormones. Like medulla region of the adrenal gland, it secrete adrenaline. As I said, it is a that excite, when we are excited or angry, this medulla part secrete the adrenaline. Adrenaline is the emergency hormone. Okay, and the cortex part of this adrenal gland, they secrete corticoids. Okay, so picture is not clear here, but you can see in your book, corticoids. Okay, so remember this adrenal divided into 2 parts, internal M for middle, M for medulla, remember this, and this cortex is the outer, and both secrete different hormone. Alright, now adrenal medulla, as I said, it will secrete the adrenaline, that is also called epinephrine and noradrenaline. So adrenaline is the hormones which prepare our body whenever we find any emergency situation, whenever we face any danger, fight condition, and whenever we run away from any circumstances, that is flight. So it is the hormone of fight and flight. So in that case, you know, we need positivity, we need strength, extra strength. So this extra strength is given by this adrenal gland. Okay, so extra hormone is released in our body. Extra hormone means high amount of adrenaline is released during that case whenever we find any stress or anything. Okay, any other emotions, because you know that during that time our body needs more hormones, so that hormones will act upon our body and it will make us calm. Okay, so when we excited or angry, our adrenaline produce a lot of adrenaline. Lot of means high amount of adrenaline. Remember, so whenever our body needs the hormones, then only what it will do, it will produce high amount of adrenaline. Otherwise it will secrete hormones in a very less quantity. Okay, but it will be very efficient, because you know in the at low level also it will be highly active. As I said, the gland itself is stimulated by the nerve endings of ANS. So ANS system, autonomic nervous system, they stimulate the nerve endings, okay, which helps in the this secretion of the adrenaline by adrenal medulla. So remember, adrenal medulla secrete the adrenaline. Now, so now this is the responses. What are the responses? So there are 7 body parts are given, and their effects are given, like our heart, whenever we are having any stress or anything, you know, or when so our heart beats faster, and or whenever we are so happy, at that time also blood pressure increases. And what is the biological advantages? So our body is getting more oxygen, muscles are getting more oxygen, and effect of this sensation or adrenaline is thumping heart. So we all can see. So like this, you just read all these 7. If you find any difficulty, just please ask me in the Zoom class. Okay children. Now next one is function. What is the function? So as I said, it increases our heartbeat so that it can increase the blood pressure. Second one, it increases blood supply. So our blood supply is our muscles are getting proper blood supply. Okay, each organ, and you know the blood carry all the nutrients over all the body organ, and visceral organ means internal organ, they all are getting proper nutrients in this case. Now more glucose is released, so that glucose is the fuel. As you know, we are just petroling the vehicle so that it can go far, and it can work smoothly, the engine works smoothly. The same way, glucose is very important, because from the glucose only, through the respiration, we are getting that energy. Okay, and energy is very important for our, so it is the fueling. Okay, so this gland is very important. That's why it is called as emergency hormone. Why? It increases the heart, it increases the blood supply into the muscles, and when more glucose is released, then it works as a fuel for our body. Now next part is adrenal cortex, outer region. Remember, so outer region secrete cortisone. Okay, so which suppresses the inflammation. So any inflammation, any allergic reactions, it is suppressed by this cortisone. So cortisone is further divided into 2 categories, mineralocortisone and glucocortisone. So mineralocortisone, I have explained you that, you know, in the nervous system, this sodium potassium pump is very important. So sodium potassium pump, what it do, it stimulate the impulses into the axon endings. Okay, so these sodium and potassium pumps or ions are very important. It is secreted by this mineralocorticoids. So mineralocorticoids is the hormone which is secreted by this cortisone. Okay, it is divided into 2 categories. Okay, A and B you can see here. Next one is glucocorticoids. So glucocorticoid regulates the carbohydrate, protein and fat metabolism, means their digestion. So what it do? So it increase the blood sugar, or you can say blood glucose concentration. It increase the fat and metabolism. It regulate our water balance and water salt balance in our body. It adapt our body during the stress time, or extreme heat or cold or burn or infection time. It helps in the adaptation of our body. And the certain cortical hormone, they also behaves as a sex hormone, so that both the male and female, we are having the sex or hormones. So testes, they produce testosterone, okay, and females, they produce the estrogen. So like this, okay. So progesterone, so many hormones are there, okay. So it is regulated by this glucocorticoids or cortisone hormone. So an overgrowth of cortex in young children leads to the premature sexual maturity. So it is related to this hormone is related to us sex maturity also. Now women with beard and man with breeze. So you have seen this thing, then, but I said that overgrowth, as you can see this word. So as I said you that you should remember the hypersecretion and hypersecretion and oversecretion. You should remember the hyposecretion and undersecretion. So overgrowth means this adrenal cortex overgrowth, what it do, it develops male characters in the female. So female body shows the male characters, like some characters are given that secondary sexual characters, beard, mustaches, deep male voice. So this condition or this type of condition is called virilism, okay. So we can say a Latin word, it is means maleness. So one male characters showing in the over secretion of this adrenal cortex, showing the male characters in the females, whereas the same thing over growth of this in the mature man, they develop feminine characters in the males. So enlargement of breast in the males and other characters, okay. Now this is the basically a disease, kind of disease. So they, children, they in one page number, you open please 161 page number is given in your book. There is a table. So you can see this blue color table is given, table 12.4. This table is very important, and it is very important and it is given. This table is very important. So as you can see here, this picture is not clear, but you can see in your book page number 161 that these adrenal gland, they secrete two hormones, as I said, adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. And again further hormones secreted, they are showing there are 3 hormones. Then what are the principal actions, what are the diseases? So under secretion means when they are just low secretion of this adrenal mineralocorticoids and all, they cause Addison's disease, and when in the higher over secretion, they cause virilism disease. So you should remember the name of the diseases, and you should remember the under. So this table is very important, you just go through it, okay. As I said that hyposecretion of cortisone from adrenal cortex causes Addison disease. So what are the symptoms of this disease? So you should remember the symptoms, at least 2-3 symptoms are the loss of skin pigmentation, color change, loss of weight, nausea, hypoglycemia means low blood sugar, sensitivity to the cold, pain, increased susceptibility to infection. So these all are the symptoms, that is the symptoms of the Addison's disease. Sometimes they are asking in the question. And hypersecretion of cortisone causes Cushing disease, okay. Cushing disease symptoms are obesity, hyperglycemia, which is high blood sugar, and osteoporosis, that happens to the female generally, that they calcium that their limbs become deficient with the calcium and all, weakness, salt and water retention also. So such hyposecretion and hypersecretion of the hormone you should remember, and which disease it is causing, that, and what are the symptoms, that is also important. So today children, I have explained you about the adrenal gland. In a in a homework, please read the chapter, go through the chapter, and I will, in the Zoom class, I will ask you the question related to this video, this part, and next class I will explain you the pancreas. Okay, so thank you children, and have a nice day. God bless you all.